Looking back, I could never seem to picture myself as older. Now, I just wanna live my life, love my wife and hold her. Looking back, the world constantly put boulders on my shoulders. Now, the past is 2020, it's been a disaster, but I'm older. My past was disastrous, and the aftermath left me with a narrow path. Robert Russell to Robert De Niro, I'm just a good fella honing his craft. Zoning after toking a whole half of one afternoon and choking. I can fill a bowl, spit and smoke a rope, but can I still hope in a dope to fulfill his dream so he can see treasure troves? All I know is a local PD wants to see my license revoked, and they keep revoking me. It makes some dollars, but to me it doesn't make any sense. When I make it, people will try to take it. To them it's what makes a lot of sense. They'll talk shit and cover the scent with incense, and the crack jokes at my expense. But fuck 'em, I got these rhymes to dispense, and these times when Mike Pence considers taking a knee a crime. Sour like limes, the seed of greed succeeds defeat, I guess. I goof and jest, but stress congests my free mind, and protest my creative side, killing it, yeah, cyanide for my pride. When I'm prying lines like the floorboards of my gray Ford. When I leave this world, homie, if you don't know me, don't visit my funeral, or mention me at the urinal. I'll be remembered as a spirit, painting all these murals on my tracks for the world to hear it. A satirical, lyrical poltergeist stuck between Christ and creation. Born into this nation with black, white, and every skin type of facing the crack of the whip and the lacerations, slaving at occupations. Just to mess up, wind up in jail with no bail money. So much for the Emancipation Proclamation, where guinea pigs running the wheel at will and we need higher taxation? Hell no. Time speeds up but crime doesn't slow. I went from stealing from trains to changing brains, so fuck staying in my lane. I came to bring the pain. Looking back, I could never seem to picture myself as older. Now, I just wanna live my life, love my wife and hold her. Looking back, the world constantly put boulders on my shoulders. Now, the past is 2020, it's been a disaster, but I'm older. When I delve into my past, it was always revving like a fast V12 engine, popping off, sound like a weapon, back when I had more friends then. If I could flash back, I'd smack myself in the mouth and have more wealth. I'd make some of the conversations public that were once kept stealth, but fuck it, out with the old like a belch off of Welch's and peanut butter. My stomach's rumbling, stumbling off sativa. Suddenly I'm dry heaving and receiving thoughts of my fellow brothers fiending. My mother leaving this earth and me grieving, no one shall never even see my future kid's birth. Through music I cleanse the mud, blood, and dirt so I can suture these open wounds, hoping they'll heal and scar over concealed soon. Goddamn it, the plot thickens, but right now it's congealed. I'm a dog, but it's time to fight back, I heal. Kaepernick kneel, but for me I want to reinvent the lyrical wheel. The skill is a miracle, the power to change, the power to instill fear. A fight drear all in one career. I love this shit, without it life's a bitch, but it's mine. And in it I want to live it divine, surrounded by the finest wine and brews. 9 ounces and a few crew to trust, no crack to slew. No SWAT to bust all 2 hinges like they did to Kodak Black. I'm promising to attack the view of needles or full syringes ahead. No bullshit, just backwards to clear my head, and writing to make bread and honor those who are dead. Rest in peace, Sean, you're long gone but never forgotten. When things were downtrodden, never did I deliver the poison into my veins. After you, the thought makes me quiver and feel insane. Looking back, I could never seem to picture myself as older. Now, I just want to live my life, love my wife and hold her. Looking back, the world constantly put boulders on my shoulders. Now, the past is 2020, it's been a disaster, but I'm older. Sometimes I analyze my life and realize that I'm a maniac. I'm not insane, but it's like calling the kettle black. I'm an insomniac, my mind's deranged but intact. The fact is, I'm as sharp as a cactus, that's why all I do is practice. So when I deliver lyrics, you all get goosebumps and shiver when you hear it. I disappeared and vowed to make a return, to make the local rappers fear the pen and never appear again. These unvocal trappers being put on the map, but I'm scrapping it and remapping it with my autograph and staff. So know me as Nil the cartographer. My mother was a photographer, and she gave birth to a philosopher, out to prove the impossible outcome of my obstacles. But until I break my shackles, I've been drowning in stress, so much I got barnacles.
LMC.
If you need me, I'll be chief in the medical weeds. I'm keeping nugs off a botanical tree to release me from the opposite of freedom that surrounds me and bounds me. A little weed and liquor is a kicker to make life sicker and sweeter than vanilla filling. I'm killing this rap shit and I'm the villain, appealing to those whose lives I'm fulfilling. Spilling the alphabet's guts on the ceiling. You can bet that I resurrect like Inspector Deck, smacking Glenn back off a tech when I wreck your setup. Got bass like J Fox's face boxing, world's heroin, I'm the lyrical Suboxone. Shout out to SUPAMARIOBEATZ and the legendary LMC for producing this track.